Closing tools. When you're justifying the rate and customers seem not to be satisfied with the options or satisfied with the prices, offer something higher, offer more coverages. Let them know that there's coverages that are a lot more beneficial, that offer more qualities, but they would be responsible to pay a little bit more. So you're going to tell them, sir, I completely understand that the monthly payment of 60 to 65 seems a little bit too much for basic liability. So why don't we do the following? Matter of fact, I could actually offer you uninsured motorist, which gives you basic liability, what the law requires, and it also gives you a medium package, and your monthly payment would be 70 to 75. Now, I completely understand that those 60 to 65 may seem extremely high for basic liability. So why don't we upgrade a little bit so you could actually take advantage of better coverages? Either way, from 60 to 65 to 70 to 75, it's only an additional $10. So those $10 are going to help you select better coverages. So just in case something happens, you have multiple coverages to give you more benefits. So what do you say? Would you be interested in better coverages? It's only going to cost you a couple dollars. Simply by offering more benefits, more coverages, you're also adding value to both options. Maybe they're interested in better coverages. They just didn't open up. Maybe the 60 to 65 is extremely high for basic liability, but maybe you could justify that 70 to $75 is a lot more beneficial, even though it's a little bit higher. You have to keep in mind that customers are not always making decisions on the actual monthly payments. Matter of fact, they always make decisions based on service, based on coverages, based on benefits, based on other factors besides the price. So simply when you have a customer rejecting the options or simply not being satisfied, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're not satisfied with the actual price. Maybe they're not satisfied with the benefits, with the coverages. Maybe they're not willing to pay $60 to $65 for basic liability because they feel that those $60 to $65 are not more than the coverages that they're obtaining. But maybe they're willing to pay an additional $10 for better coverages. So you have to understand that customers are always making decisions based on service, based on benefits, and based on the coverages. Simply another factor that you could also use is the fact that those $60 to $65 are for basic liability. So investing a little bit more, they actually leave with better coverages. So they are able to justify the money that they're actually spending. So use this as a way of closing and justifying the rate. Another example would be simply full coverage, liability, basic full coverage, liability and comp and collision. Maybe the monthly payment is 150, 160. So they're going to tell you, look, 150, 160, that's extremely high. That's too much money. I'm not willing to pay for that. So you tell them, look, sir, matter of fact, this is the lowest monthly payment that we have available for your situation. This is the lowest option that you qualify for. 150 to 160 is extremely low. Matter of fact, everyone with your situation is qualifying for something higher. But if you feel that the rate is a little bit too much, and if you feel that you're paying a little bit more than what you wanted to pay, why don't we do the following? Let's upgrade the coverages. Instead of just $1,000 deductible, let's go with $500 deductible. Instead of just a basic liability and comp and collision, why don't we add uninsured motorists? Why don't we add more coverages? Now your monthly payment is going to go up $15 to $20 more, but guess what? You're justifying every single penny, every single dollar that you're spending on insurance is going to go towards a policy that's going to be more satisfying for you. Now let me share something with you. I had a client that actually gave me the same response as you. They just felt that the monthly payment was extremely high. They were just paying too much for insurance. So what I offered was something similar to what I'm offering you. I actually offered to upgrade to another level of coverage. At least this level would justify those $150, $160, $170 that they're actually spending. So they went ahead and made a decision and they left a little bit more satisfied. So simply because the 150 to 160 is not what you're looking for, there's absolutely nothing lower than this. So if you feel 150 to 160 is too much for these coverages, why don't we invest a little bit more? You're investing on better quality service, and also you're investing on better coverages. You're investing on better protection. Why don't we invest an additional $20 to $30 And you could actually go with liability, uninsured motorist, and a $500 deductible. So I'm saving you a lot of money if something happens. I'm saving you $500. If someone hits you without insurance, I'm saving you another $500 because the uninsured motorist would eliminate the deductible. It would waive the deductible. I'm also giving you medical coverages. So I'm actually taking care of you. This is a completely different package. So why don't we do this? Would you rather go with better coverages to at least justify every single dollar? So at least you leave knowing that the investment that you're making on the monthly payments are towards a policy that gives you a lot more coverage, or would you rather just stick with the 150 to 160? So use this tool. You're technically upgrading them to the next package. You're letting them know, look, if whatever monthly payment I'm offering seems to be too much for the coverages that I'm giving you, why don't we upgrade? Let's choose better coverages. Why don't we invest a little bit more so you can actually justify every single dollar, so you could justify the investment, the payments that you're going to make, so at least you know that the payments that you're making are towards better coverages. They may just go with better coverages. See, it's not so much about the money, the monthly payment, the initial payment. It's all about what are they obtaining for that amount. So there's another segment that we talk about value versus cost. So for them, maybe they're willing to pay an additional $20, $30, but they know they're doubling the coverages. So for them, they're justifying an additional $20 to justify the 150 to 160 that we were giving them. So use this tool. You could definitely use it to test them out if coverages is maybe the reason why they're not satisfied with the price. So upgrade them a little bit more, better coverages, double coverages. The rate is going to go up $10, $15, $20, or ask them, would you just rather go with the first option? So it's similar to option A, option B, but mainly on coverages and packages. Also, you give the customer the opportunity of having two different options, so now they don't feel like I have to go with the basic liability. Now they have the option of going with the first option, whatever coverages you're offering, or upgrading to better coverages. Use this tool. It's a good closing tool, especially for customers that keep insisting that they're paying too much for those coverages.